Is there anybody out there? Is there anybody out there? Is there anybody out there? Oh, is there anybody out there? Is there anybody out there? Is there anybody out there? I have the Pink Floyd album stuck in my head. What a great album. I feel really bad that I forgot this guy's name, by the way. It's written on a little post-it note in my apartment. Thank you very much for the new microphone. Somebody saw that the microphone that I use is covered in duct tape, and actually in Captain tape. So I bought a new transmitter for my microphone since my microphone setup was failing, and I did a giveaway on the other one. So I bought this new Sennheiser transmitter thing. It was about like $429, and it's really good. But I'm using it with this DPA 4065 that I've bent back into place 100 times. I had to epoxy the piece under here because right under where the microphone, right over where the dust cover, the pop filter, right over where the pop filter is, it's totally falling apart and held on by a string, so I epoxied the hell out of that. And because the wire is splitting like crazy, I Captain taped all around here. So while this is a $650 mic, it is in terrible condition. And some guy actually dropped by the other day and dropped off this really cool Shure receiver, and it's a rack mount one. It's not like the cheap, crappy, the garbage ones. Let's see if I have the manual for it. Really nice. And he'd also dropped off a Countryman E6 series microphone. So I got this Shure UHF wireless system, and I also got this. I can't show you because the camera wires are too short, so I'll actually wind up knocking something off the table if I show it to you. But it's really cool. So I got a little clip. So now the wire, you know how I used to have to always pull the wire so that I wouldn't sit on it and crap like that? Well, now the microphone actually has a little clip on it. So tell me what you think of how this one sounds. Do you think it sounds better or worse than the old one? Hopefully it sounds better, since this stuff is in, I would say, ever so slightly better condition. But I have heard people say that Countryman doesn't sound as good as DPA, so there's always the possibility that it doesn't sound as good. But we'll see. Hopefully it sounds pretty nice. I'm hoping it sounds pretty good. But anyway, let's get on to some fun work and go from there. So today we are going to be working on an A1534 that does not turn on. Let's get rid of crotch cam over there. Let's try not to touch that camera above me too hard, because when I do the HDMI port in it, it stops working. So first thing to do here is get a USB-C amp meter. So I'm going to steal Paul's. He won't mind. And we're going to plug it in and see what it draws, if anything at all. So it appears to be taking 19.8 volts at 0.6 amps, which is the voltage I would expect it to take if it was working. Let's see if it turns on, if it exhibits any behavior of turning on. It appears to be dead. Now remember, the common fault on this model is that PP 3v3 R3v0 stops working. That's a common one. Someone says set 100% charged on screen. What? No way. Are you saying that this thing already works? Huh. Is that the case? All right, let's open up Paul Daniels' board view software. Hey, Paul Daniels. Are you looking for board view software that's second to none? Check out Paul Daniels' Flex Board View. Don't delay. Buy a license today. Check it out at pldaniels.com. On pldaniels.com, you'll find repair services in Australia, a YouTube channel, code, and more. With Paul Daniels' breadth of coding engineering experience, you can be assured that you're going to get a polished quality product that totally won't be seen as a virus by Windows Defender. Ha! Just kidding. Okay, so let's see. So first thing I need to do is try and turn this mofo on. And that means shorting SMC on off to ground. But I can't find the damn pads. Where are the pads? I can't see them. Hello. Where are your pads? Where are your pads? Where are your let's see, I see the little battery diode thingy, the sys-detect LED. You fucking kidding me? Okay, so the ground is actually covered by something. Check this out. So this sucks. Yeah, so this sticker is actually covering the pads that I need. So this is the LED, and this is the SMC on-off L pad. Whoa. Okay. And I guess it turns on. So I fixed it. All right. With that said, we are going to move on to the next board because this already works. And there's not much for me to do there. Let's see. That's pretty cool. That is awesome. Paul and I were actually doing a draw before starting the stream today, and I asked him if he wanted this one or one of the ones from the box, and he didn't want to take this one. So I got an easy one, I got an easy one, I got an easy one. Da 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 da. Okay, next up on the list of devices to repair today is this A1466 that supposedly doesn't turn on. Because I don't want to waste my time on it if it already does turn on, I am going to let's try turning it on before I open it. And if it does turn on, I'll not waste any time on it. So, here's my MagSafe. Notes. Why are you putting customer information on there? And it's drawing 0.1 amp, 0.2 amp, 0.3 amp. Alright, so I think it's trying to charge a battery. This is the reason that I unplug the battery anytime we're working on this. So I don't want to see the amperage that's being used to charge the battery. Because that's totally independent of what the board itself is actually doing. I want to know what the board is actually doing. How much power is the board drawing outside of charging the battery? Because you can have a board that charges the battery just fine, but nothing else on it works. And the number that I'm going to get on my on my power supply when it's telling me how many amps the machine is drawing. That's going to give me a good idea as to what is wrong with it. If a person called Jim sent you a drive to recover and it had pirated music, TV, movies on it, would you report them to the authorities? No, I don't care. If they had child porn, I'd report it to the authorities. That's where I'd report it. But I don't really look through everything. I just look at the date. I look at a couple of files just to get an idea that the recovery actually worked. It's not because I want to go through your privacy or anything like that. It's just if I do a data recovery and I recover the files on the drive and I don't look at them, and then I hand that to the customer, and it's all corrupted and unusable, they're going to scream at me. They're going to complain, and it's not even going to be something where I can say, okay, I'm sorry, we're not going to charge you. Even if we say, okay, I'm sorry, we're not going to charge you, it's going to be, you wasted my time. Why you waste my time? You're unprofessional. So what I do is I look through the files, just a couple of them. I'll open a couple of different types of files in different parts of the drive to try and get an idea as to whether or not I did a successful recovery. If I did a successful recovery, I give it back to them. If I did not do a successful recovery, I don't charge them. If when I'm looking through those couple of files, I see something that is child porn or some snuff porn where they're killing people and filming it, I would report that to the authorities. Anything less than that, don't give a shit. I have found there are several hookers that advertise online that have used our services for data recovery, and let's just say that there's a lot of interesting stuff on those machines, but again, you do you. If you're not hurting kids, I don't particularly care. Thank you to the guy whose name I'm not saying on screen. No way to know if you pirate it rather than rip stuff that you own. I mean, you could tell if it's like release group names in the folders and files. Technically, you could have ripped your own stuff and then just named it after a release group. But let's be real here. You know, you can tell if it's pirated or not. Okay. So, we're drawing 0 amps. 0 amps. That sucks. So let's see what power rails are present and which ones are not. So if I open up Paul Daniels' beautiful board view software, we're going to be looking for an 820-34-37. His name was Mr. Go Find Yourself. No, it wasn't. Okay. Don't you try and trick me, and I know exactly what it said on there. Okay. Let's go through my power rails. We're going to go to page 65, I believe. Now watch what Paul Daniels' new software does. This is the beauty and the magic of using software that's been coded by Paul Daniels. If I right-click over here, if I right-click on PP Bus, G3 Hot, it shows me right over here exactly where to find those rails. That is some beautiful damn software. Available on pldaniels.com. Looks like we're getting 8.6 volts on PP Bus G3 Hot. Let's check out what we're getting on some other rails. I have to take the board out to check most of the other rails, so that's going to be lame. So let's get the board out of the computer. And look, we have long screw damage. Somebody put the long screw in the short hole. So, this is the... Look at this. See that hole? That's not supposed to have this screw in it. Great. So that could be one of the reasons it's not turning on. Perhaps it was long screw damaged. That's no fun. Yay! So we're not the first ones here. Yay! Oh boy! No fix, no fee model and something somebody else messed with. I'm so excited! Joy! LSD exists on MacBooks. It sure does. You gotta try harder to fuck it up. Don't get it twisted. But it does exist and it sucks. It sucks. It sucks. Okay. Now, we have a hint. Can you see my hint? See that? That is liquid damage. So now we're going to look at that section of the board and see if there is liquid in that spot, because that will give us an idea of what's going on. If we look at that spot in the board, liquid! There's liquid there. I see water. And there's water over here by the BIOS, but the traces that are usually broken aren't broken yet. There was a little bit that probably got on my clock chip, so we're going to check that. Oh dear God, those look disgusting. Those resistors are bad. That is no good. Those are important resistors, and they look effed. Well, let's see what that's for. Using Paul Daniels' board view software. Available at pldaniels.com. By the way, just to be clear, because people keep asking me if he paid me for the ad. No, he didn't pay me for that advertisement. The whole reason I've been using that funky voice while doing the ads, this may surprise you, but I like to be sarcastic sometimes. So I have been sarcastically poking fun at the fact that there are people on YouTube that will shill any product under the sun if they're paid enough money, and that they do so in a very, how do I put this, odd-sounding way. So I've been trying to like go as far into the shilling direction that I can using my shilling voice at store.rossmangroup.com. But that is actually my website, because I got a couple of dumbass sponsors saying I can't, and it was written so stupid with so many typos that sadly I know this was legit, not a troll. You could just tell from the feel of it. That's actually my website. That's my website that I'm shilling. It's not a paid sponsor. Paul Daniels is a friend, not a paid sponsor. I am trolling, just to be clear. If that wasn't 100% clear, but just to be completely transparent, those are trolls. Lenovo hasn't paid me any money. Motorola hasn't paid me any money. Samsung hasn't paid me any money, and they sure as hell are not after I upload my next video. I'm pretty sure whatever Samsung ads have been appearing on my videos recently, because I noticed Samsung started advertising for the S9 on my video. Those ads are probably not going to be on my video after the next video I do on Samsung. Apple definitely is not paying to be on my videos. Quick, I sell Quick, they don't pay. HAKKO definitely does not pay. Amscope does not pay. Whatever I advertise is stuff that I use and that I think is cool. And I am supporting Paul Daniels because Paul Daniels has always helped me out. He made me free multimeter software. He updated Open Board View every time I found a bug at like 2 or 3 in the morning for years, and I think he's a great guy. But yeah, the super hyped advertising voice, the check out pldaniels.com. No, that's just me screwing around. No, he didn't pay me, and if that bothers you, you can unsubscribe and GTFO. But continuing on our trip, let's see what this board looks like. Tarman says, it's been sort of a while since I had some spare change. Keep up the great work. Oh, man, if you don't have spare change, you don't have to spend it here. But thank you very much. I appreciate that. And I hope everything's going well for you with you had a job change recently, so I hope that's going well for you. And where was I with my board view? Ah, here we go. So, The resistors that look nasty. Okay, so this one, PCH GPIO, boring. Trackpad SPI clock, boring. Audio something, boring. UART, boring. Trackpad, Mossy, boring. And what's this? Yeah, just some pull-down resistors for things like Ethernet. Okay, so that's not as important as I thought. For some reason, I thought that area was going to be more important. I thought that was going to have some SPI ROM resistors. Either way, I'm going to give that area a nice little gentle reflow, just to remind it that it matters. We care about it. Someone says, just watch the snazzy video review. That was really depressing. Yeah, that's Apple. That's the company everybody fights to defend. That's their god. Store.rossmangroup.com. Don't delay. Buy today. That resistor had to go anyway. Hell, you can go too. What the? I was reading that some companies will send out higher quality products to reviewers than will be available on the market. What are your thoughts? I honestly don't think many of these companies are even sophisticated enough to do that. Here's what I think. If your product is so bad that you have to send a higher quality version of it to the reviewer just for it to get a good review, chances are you're probably too stupid to set up or too underfunded or too messed up to be able to set up and manage two separate production lines. I think that is something that could totally have been a thing back when there were actually people sitting there and soldering things together by hand, like, or for audio gear. I'm gonna use film resistors for this guy, and I'm gonna use that carbon crap for this other one. You know, I get it, but I don't see how that could be a thing in the modern world. You know, are there really craftsmen that are sitting putting things together where they say, make sure that he gets a better quality one than this guy? I mean, I could be wrong. It's just I would be skeptical of that in the modern world. Did Repair Shopper never paid me. Mofos. I actually got 10 people to sign up, but yeah. Thank you, Dan the Plumber. Where do you find PCB schematics? Venafix, dark corners of the internet. Venafix is the dark corner of the internet. If only Windows Phone still existed. Windows Phone exists. Paul has a Windows Phone. Paul is one of 5 people in the world that actually still uses a Windows Phone. Paul loves the Windows Phone. What a beautiful donor board to steal some resistors from. And look, this one was already knocked off for me. Wow, how convenient. How polite. Wait a second. I lost it. I can't tell if I'm putting the corroded one back on, so I'm just going to knock that off the board. My burrito. Has my burrito arrived yet? Damn it. No burrito. I ordered a burrito and I've been waiting for it. I was hoping it'd start my stream after I got my burrito, but... Can you tell me the name of the software you use to filter the sound of the ultrasonic? Usually to filter the sound of the ultrasonic, I just use any equalizer, VST plugin, any low pass will do. To filter the sound of the air filter, I use something called Isotope RX5. A lot of people have said, Lewis, you can use that in Linux too under Wine. Yes, you can use it as a post processor, meaning you feed it a wave file, and then it cleans up the sound in the wave file. But I like using it in real time. I know, I'm a little weird with my streams. I like being able to have some decent audio quality. What killed me when I started doing this is that any video giving you any advice would be some dude with some $100 handy cam in the corner of the room, all sped up with techno music. My early videos had some pretty bad audio quality as well, but just because I wasn't really sure what I should get or what would work best. But I think now I got some pretty good audio quality. I take pride in some good audio quality. So our Isotope RX5 is a VST plugin in Open Broadcaster. It does a good job. Here, I'll show you. So this is me in my microscope. This is me. And this is the fumic. I burn myself, mother flower. Alright. That was... yikes. Anyway. Never lower your hand into a soldering station. So this is me in the microscope. This is the fume extractor. My hot air station is right next to me over here. So this is with the denoiser on, off, on, off, on, off. So it's pretty nice. You can set it to learn. It's a pretty cool tool. I can set it to learn the audio profile of whatever it is I want to filter out, and then have it filter that out. The live streams are on this channel. What is the point of the main channel? To post short clips of board repairs or rant videos that I find to be worthwhile. Alright, so let's continue looking around this board. The BIOS area's got some interesting, nasty looking traces. But nothing here is particularly broken yet. In regards to the snazzy incident, do you think Apple tech experts on YouTube play the role of the average user on purpose to promote Apple? I think someone who runs a channel like that should be capable enough to fix that mount issue by himself with a drill. Okay, maybe I'm the only idiot here, but I suck at using a drill. I would mess up anything that I touch with a drill, or any type of power tool. I'm not very handy when it comes to things like that. You know, like even mounting a door on a hinge, I will manage to screw up. I'm very, very bad with things like that. And as you probably noticed here, figuring out faults is something that I'm good at. My manual dexterity when it comes to soldering, not so much. That's not exactly what I'm known for, or my talent, or what people are watching for. So, There's a difference between being technically savvy. There's a difference between understanding specifications, understanding electronics, understanding coding and programming, and having a damn clue how to use a drill. Those are all totally separate things. I also grew up in a household that strongly discouraged using power tools or even using a stove or anything like that. My mother was one of those people where you couldn't touch anything, you couldn't do anything, you couldn't learn anything. It sucked. Okay, now I can see over here that there's a big pile of hair right above the crystal. So I'm just gonna try and blow that stuff away. The other part of it is when I pay that much money for a computer with the specs of the iMac Pro, I want to bother them to do it. You know what I'm saying? Damn, this BIOS chip got solder balls popping out of it. Son of a bitch. Come on. Why do you have solder balls popping out of you? You bastard. You bastard. What is your... Alright, now the next issue is going to be the stuff next to the SMC. This doesn't look any good. So we got to figure out what that's for. PP3V3S5 SMC. And then there's an inductor above it that also looks... there's the capacitor under it, which is PP3V3 AVREF SMC and PP3V3S5 SMC. Those both look like crap. Oh my god, 1800 drop frames. Wow. Alright, so unfortunately I'm going to have to lower the bitrate. I apologize for the fact that the quality of the stream is going to go down. But 1800 drop frames is unacceptable. Okay, so let's measure some stuff here. First thing I gotta do is plug in the DC in cable again, and uh, 3.3. That's what it's supposed to be. 3.4. That's what it's supposed to be. Alright, now I'd be interested in checking out some of the other rails here. Rails like PP5VS5 and so on and so forth. Wow, another Please Bro board. You've been getting a lot of these recently. Is this from a customer or shop? I think it seems like it's from an end customer, but they definitely brought it someplace before because of that long screw damage. I'm so sick and tired of getting shit that was already messed with and that stuff like I unloaded on some dude on Yelp today. I feel a little bad. Maybe I was a little mean to him, but I'm just sick and tired of dealing with other shops that just can't. It gets bothersome after a while. Alright, so let's check PPVRTC underscore G3 hot. It's like 3.3 PP5ES5. Alright, now let's see, are we getting our other rail? PP5ES4? Of course not. And it's not being enabled either. Now let's see. Now, once we have S5 Rails good, I believe PM DSW underscore power good is supposed to show up. And I kind of want to see if that's showing up here. That could stop us from getting some progress. So we would find PM DSW power good right over there. Are you going to get that shop in front of the Apple Store? No, I'm not, for two reasons. A, it's $48,000 a month, and B, I was an AGRX investor 2 Fridays ago. So, yeah. 3.4. All right, so I would say that at this point, we have a board missing PM Sleep S4L with some liquid damage around the SMC. So the first thing I would do is clean up the SMC area and see if that fixes it. I mean, it's the most obvious thing to go for here. Dead CPU could be it, but I still wouldn't jump at that. The first thing I have to do is get the edge bonding off before I can perform any type of reflow. But yeah, even if my investment did go well, I'm not paying $48,000 a month for a store. That's not worth trolling Apple. The other issue is there's a lot of services I don't offer because that I'd have to offer if I wanted to do it as a troll. Like I'd have to fix iPad Air screens. I'd have to do all sorts of things I don't really want to do. And, you know, I don't want to fix iPad Air 2 screens when the device is barely worth $200 anymore and the screen is $150. And there's work involved and warranty and all that. You know, there's a lot of things that I'd have to do because I'd be across the street from them if I wanted all the business. And that's not really what I am. I specialize in the things that will make money in the least hassle environment with the least amount of haggling, where I can provide the most value that somebody else is not providing. And if I went ahead with that business move, I'd probably have to turn myself into some jack-of-all-trades person. And that would suck. And then I'd have to find people that would do all that stuff. And there's that too, Aaron. There's that too. It would mess with the retirement plans. Come on. Yeah, it's been harder to get the stuff out of the tube lately. Maybe I'm getting old, but you gotta watch out when you get old, because when you get old, it's harder to get your stuff out of the tube. Make a Patreon at Troll Apple, someone says. I don't think that would work. Linus's GoFundMe made him about $36,000, and he has 10 times my subscribership and viewer base. So if Linus, doing his best attempt at crowdfunding, made $36,000 crowdfunding, what am I going to make with 10% the subscriber base? I'd probably get $3,600, which would leave me... that would pay for 6% of the first month of rent. I don't think that would be a good idea. The proper thing to do is call them back 6 months from now and say, so, it seems like nobody rented it. Would you like to actually charge a reasonable amount of money now? My phone's ringing. My burrito! But my chip hasn't reflowed. Alright, I think it reflowed. Hello. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be right outside. I'll be right outside. I'm walking outside now. My burrito. Burrito. Hey. Hey, man. Sorry, I had to finish reflowing my SMC for my 3437 board. All right, see you later. Yeah, he totally got exactly what I was talking about. Can't interrupt the reflow. He understood what I was getting at there. He knows what's up. Someone said the difference is that people know that Linus has money, so they don't see why they should give him more. But did he have money like 4 years ago? Maybe he did. I mean, I have money too, you know. It's not like I'm poor. Okay, I'm poorer than I was prior to that stupid AGRX investment, but, you know, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Sometimes you buy Dynavax at $4.50, and sometimes you buy Agile at 3. Burrito. Burrito. And off your hand before eating. You wouldn't want to get any Apple product in your mouth. Definitely don't want any Apple product in my mouth. Thanks for great live streams. Thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, I think, like, this is the thing. I would not get a bunch of donations because I'm not broke. But the thing is, I would be completely broke. I would be in a totally new standard of living if I was trying to pay $48,000 a month. I would be a pauper. Go get your burrito. Yes. Where's the special salt? Need the special salt. It's not a good burrito if you don't have. This I will totally shill. This stuff right here, this is life-changing. Waste of time, someone says. Yeah. I'll see if that SMC works once I'm done with this. What the what? Really? Really? You call this a burrito? Look at this. Look at this. This is the size of my hand. This is the size of this $10 burrito. You fucking kidding me? The burrito guy thinks reflow is some kind of fix for erectile dysfunction. Probably. Dude, this is burrito dysfunction. What is this? This is the thing with New York City. Like, this is the It's like the prices either keep going up or the prices stay the same, but they just keep giving you less and less stuff. This is not a $10 burrito. Where's the hot sauce? Where's the hot sauce? Where's the... Really? No hot sauce. No hot sauce. No hot sauce. No salsa? No hot sauce. This is your $10 burrito? This sucks. Man, I've tried every burrito place by here. There's a good one by my apartment, but these suck. Gross. This is garbage. Absolute garbage. Even looks like garbage. Look at the inside of this thing. Looks like dirt. Oh my god. Oh. I guess these are just filling until I get home. This is fucking dog shit. I chose one of those places with a Mexican sounding name too, because I figured it would be better than the stupid, like overly branded, you know, places where they pretend to be all green and organic and all that shit, because they suck. So I figured, okay, I'm going to find the place that looks or sounds the most Mexican from their website and their name, and that also sucked. It's like nobody knows how to make a decent burrito anymore. There's one place by my apartment that makes the best burritos you'll ever eat, but this is just... Ugh. Garbage. Pure garbage. This place is 4.5 stars too. Some bullshit. There's an authentic Mexican place by my apartment. Those are some good burritos. The best. The best. And the best quality hot sauce. Carrot, habanero, jalapeno. That is good stuff. This is the vegan one too, because I'm vegan. I can imagine if I got it with meat, there'd be even more shit in this. Oh god, I can just imagine how this place cooks steak or chicken. That would be disgusting. Shout out to Ross for making this into a mukbang. Thank you, Fluffy Kitten. Thank you, Fluffy Kitten. We have to see if that turns on after the SMC reflow. Ugh. Why am I eating this terrible burrito? It's a low quality burrito. If the taco place near my apartment ever were about to go out of business, I would totally buy that, and just so I could still keep eating there. Yuck. The crap I will do to get all my calories in at the times I'm supposed to. That's why you never try new things. Ugh. That was too disgusting. Ugh. Gross. I have no problem with legal immigrants. I have no problem with people that try to make it in this country, that do hard work and put in effort. God bless them. You know, do your best. I don't think there should be a wall based on immigration status. I do think there should be a wall based on the quality of the burritos that your establishment offers. And if that's the type of burrito that you offer, I don't even care if you're a legal immigrant. I don't even care if you were born here. I don't care what color you are, what religion you are, but you got to go. There is absolutely no reason to offer a burrito that tastes that badly if you're a business or a restaurant in the United States of America. That is disgusting. That we need a wall to keep those types of burritos out of the country. My God. Jesus Christ, that was terrible. That's the worst burrito I think I've eaten in all the years I've ever lived in New York City. Westville was closed. I like Westville. They make some good food. Westville has an amazing veggie burger. I like Westville's veggie burger. And their platters. They have awesome stuff. But, oh. Hopefully this board works at least. That'll make it better. Plot twist, the burrito was made by an American. Dude, I don't care. That could be made by a United States citizen. Toss them over a wall. Burritos in that quality, there's no reason for them to be made in this country. I've done nothing to deserve a burrito of such low quality. And bam! SMC reflow. Fixed. There we go. So, this is an interesting one. This was an interesting one. We were missing our S4 rails, and our S4 rails are going to be created by a signal. Let's see, so this chip over here is going to be responsible for creating our S4 rail over here, PP5E S4RS3, and that's going to be enabled by, hey, where'd you go? Where'd you go? Shut. That's going to be enabled By you. Where do you come from? You come from P5ES4RS3EN. Well, where do you come from? You come from here. That comes from PM Sleep S4L. And where does PM Sleep S4L come from? The CPU. So, a lot of the times, it would be normal to think that the CPU is dead if you're missing PM Sleep S4L. However, the SMC can stop PM Sleep S4L from being there. Now, the reason I knew that this time is because there was corrosion right around the SMC. The corrosion around the SMC hinted me in that direction and told me, focus on this. But without the hint of corrosion by the SMC, I may have never known that the SMC was what was causing PM Sleep S4L to be missing. This is why having corrosion on the spot that's causing your problem is so great, because now I know that in my head. Next time I know the SMC can cause PM Sleep S4L to be missing. Now, I know that the SMC can keep PM Sleep S4L from being present, but that's typically only when PM DSW Power Good is also not present. I can't remember a case where PM DSW Power Good was present, I had a green light, and PM Sleep S4L was missing, and it was the SMC's fault. So that's a very interesting one to me, and I would like to look into how it is that the SMC would cause that to happen. The SMC can also cause issues where it turns on but doesn't go anywhere, it doesn't boot in anything, it turns on with no brain, but this was legit missing PM Sleep S4L dead. And we've got to figure it out because of the liquid damage. Hey, look here. This causes this issue. So, now I know, and I add this to my repertoire. When I started troubleshooting, I was drawing 0.001, 0.002 amps on my power supply. When I looked at the board, there was corrosion by the SMC. When I focused on what was missing, PM Sleep S4L was missing, and I was missing my S4 rails, and there was something going on with my SMC. So now the next time I see that my machine is drawing 0.001 amps on my power supply, I know, okay, check the SMC, even if it's not corroded. So this will allow me to look at get out of here, you little. This will allow me to look at the next board and say, okay, even if there's no corrosion on it, let me consider the SMC as a variable where I typically would not consider it as a variable because of this experience. And that's awesome. So with that, let's move on to the next board. Wow, more drop frames. All right, so lowering the bit rate yet again. Jesus Christ. I suppose I should clean up some of those capacitors and inductors by the SMC. They don't look very nice. Yeah, I shouldn't keep that there. That's not very nice. Holy crap, my video got demonetized. The iMac one that I did. LOL OMFG. What the fuck? Are you kidding me? Wow. Oh my god. I got like one demonetization in my life. I got claimed. I got fucking claimed. Oh my, what a That is douchey. That is extra douchey. I did a video pointing to your video so that you would get more viewers on your... Really? Seriously. You can't be serious. Oh my god. That is just douchey. That is douchey. All right, enjoy the $15 that video makes you. I hope it was worth the time you took to claim it. It's not even been an hour. Wow. Man, that's lame. Should probably do this in case. That's some lame shit. I'm stunned. Hello from the UK, Lewis, says Elliot. See, it's not even the fact that somebody copyright claimed me. It's that if I show you the average monetization on my videos, 99% of my videos make me $13. Some of them make me 30 to 40. And on rare occasion, when something goes crazy viral and makes me almost 1 million views, I'll be really lucky and I'll make like $70 from it. To file a claim on a video that probably is going to make between $8 and $13, that's like a waste of time. It's not even the fact that the claim was filed, it's that you filed it for what was likely $13. What a pile of shit. Alright, anyway, I should clean off these. I mean, yeah, I did use this clip in the video, and technically I did use it, and technically it was his content. But still. It's like there's a reason that I focus on repair and not YouTube. I mean, I'll keep the ads on, you know. I'll take the money if they're offering the money. You know, I pay rent and employees in New York City and insurance. So if somebody is offering me money, I am definitely in no position to say, "No, I'm not going to take that money." I'll take that money. Oh well, what you gonna do? So let me... I wonder if I can unmonetize it. Yeah, I'll do what they did with my bike. Like every time somebody tried to steal my bike and they couldn't steal it, what they would do is they would slash the tires so that I couldn't use it. Can I unmonetize it so that like if I would prefer to unmonetize this video so that at the very least, like, somebody else doesn't get my $13. It's like, if I can't have that $13, then nobody can. That's kind of douchey of me, but... Here's your $13 back. God bless you, withered pool boy. It's the principle more than the money, really. Like, the only time I've ever copyright claimed somebody, and I don't copyright, I do a takedown notice, is when they re-upload my stuff and pretend that they're me. That pisses me off. When somebody pretends that their channel is me and they'll name their channel similar to mine, and they'll name the video similar to mine, and they'll just re-upload it. I'm not cool with that, because someday somebody's going to do that and then link and pretend to be my business in the comments when it's actually there. So I do enforce that. Snazzy didn't claim it, it was auto-claimed by his MCN. Alright, that makes me feel better. I feel slightly better about that. Still lame, but I feel a little better about it. I have no idea how MCNs work. Except for the fact that I get spam from them constantly. Yeah. I think I'm just being salty over that because of how bad that burrito was. If that burrito tasted good, I probably wouldn't care about that copyright strike at all. Or the copyright whatever. I think I'm just taking out my frustration on Snazzy's MCN because of the burrito. That was one really awful burrito. Yeah. I just need my food. So this guy's in a network like a machinima deal? I have no idea what that is. Uh-oh. You flew away. Uh-oh. I once got a burrito in Brooklyn. Brooklyn has some good burritos. Too bad you can't make a strike against the burrito. I agree. Free Tommy Robinson, says Dan the Plumber. Yeah. The UK is not some place I would like to live at the moment. How was the ant infestation? Not bad. Alright, I'm happy with that. I'll ultrasonically clean it later since I forgot to turn the cleaner on, so it's not hot right now. Don't you wish your ultrasonic cleaner was hot like me? Don't you wish your ultrasonic cleaner was a freak like me? Don't you? Dun 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 dun, don't you? I have to get Nicole Schweisinger to do that in a commercial. Don't you wish your Crest P1200 H45 was hot like me? Don't you wish your Crest P1200 H45 was a freak like me? Alright. I see there's a troll in the chat. Is the troll hairy? LOL, says J Doe. Sometimes the troll in the chat is hairy. But there is a troll in the chat right now, and I can't confirm whether it's hairy at this moment in time. How do you spend your holiday weekends? I spend my holiday weekends crying into my bowl of soup. Fixing motherboards. Fixing motherboards. No, I take the day off on holidays usually. You have a favorite burrito place? I do, but they're about 7 miles away. They're not going to deliver this far. I'm over the copyright thing, because I'm kind of over the... I'm going to get myself a nice burrito tonight and not give a crap about the copyright strike. I'm going to get myself a nice, beautiful burrito with some carrot habanero hot sauce. Carrot habanero hot sauce. A1278 not charging, replace battery, then stop turning on. Yay! Alright, this should be a fun one. Let's check out what we have today. Don't delay. Mess up that board today. Don't delay. Never delay. Hot carrots are the best. I agree. When your lease is up, if you can't position yourself next to Apple, you'll need to position yourself near burritos. Yes, indeed. What did you do? What did you do? I get a light in the charger, but it's dead. Hey, it's not dead. I see a fan spinning. But then it turns off. Then it turns back on. But then it turns off. But then it turns on. Do I have to fix this? It turns on. Alright, let's see. What did you mess up? So you replaced the battery, which means something with current sensing or battery charging circuitry, which is going to be right in this area of the board. Damn, because messy is the A1278 I have here. My sympathies to you, Nasha. So let's open up Paul Daniels' board view software today. I opened up the board view software and PDF, and here we go. We're off to the races. with Paul Daniels. Give me 1 second. I should start copying the file, some stuff to my laptop since it takes a while. Mm-hmm. What was I doing? I lost my train of thought. I was on something. Oh, damn. What was I doing? I was on to something. I feel like I was on to something. What did I... Oh! Okay, bored. 2936. 2936. So the customer claims that they changed the battery, and after that it was dead. Changing the battery is going to be something to do with the battery charging chip, U7000. U7000 is responsible for charging the battery. So let's take a look at that chip on the board and see what's up. Okay, it's got a little bit of food on it. Nothing that I'm not used to. Nothing that I'm not used to. So the first thing we're going to do here is check current sensing. Current sensing is going to be between pins 27 and 28 and pins 17 and 18. Now the way this is going to work is that this is a stream. This is power coming in from the adapter. And think of this as a stream. Now this chip, which is going to charge the battery and control the charger, is going to want to know how much power is going through the stream. Well, you can't see how fast the water is moving or how hard the water is moving by looking at a stream. You have to put your hand in the water. So what's going on here is think of R7020 as the hand in the water. And think of the U7000 like your friend who you want to tell how fast the water is moving. So what's going to happen is the voltage is going to go through R7020. There's going to be a teeny tiny, itty bitty bicycleta amount of voltage drop through R7020. And that teeny tiny voltage drop is going to get measured by U7000, which has a line going to the top and the bottom of that resistor. The greater the voltage drop, the more current being used. Now there's a 10 ohm resistor sitting in between the U7000 chipset and this up here. So, since we have a 10 ohm resistor, interesting, my cursor shows up at a different spot on Open Broadcaster than it does on my screen. That's weird. So you're seeing my cursor in a different area. You must think I'm drunk right now. So, R7022 is 10 ohms. This is 0.02 ohms, and that's 10 ohms. So my loop between pins 27 and 28 should be 20.02 ohms. However, let's see what we get on this board. My loop between those pins, according to my multimeter software, is 20 ohms, so no problem. So now we're going to check the battery current sensing down here. That's going to be a different loop. That's got a 2.2 ohm resistor, a 0 ohm resistor, and 0.01 ohm resistor. So my total impedance of that circuit should be 2.21 ohms. And let's see if that's what we get over here. 48 ohms? What? That is way too many ohms. All right, so there's a couple of possibilities here. Behind door number 1, R7051 is blown. Behind door number 2, R7052 is blown. Behind door number 3, R7050 is blown. Behind door number 4, the traces between the ISL and the resistors are blown. So how are we going to figure out what that is? Well, what we're going to do is use Paul Daniels' software to find those resistors and measure them individually. Don't delay. Check out Paul Daniels at pldaniels.com today. So I'm going to right-click on the software. I'm going to click on R7051, and it's going to show me right where it is on the board view. And we're going to measure that resistor. And that resistor is fine. It's 2.5 ohms, probably closer to 2.2 ohms. The reason that is because the other resistor is going to be the one next to it. That's going to be the blown one. Why? Because that's the one that's under the damn edge bonding and underfill. Yay. Of course it's going to be that one that blows. It's an Apple product. It's always going to be the inconvenient resistor that blows. But what are you going to do? Mother... So, I'll lift this without lifting that audio IC under it. Let's try that again. We're going to lift this without... We're going to lift... Who am I kidding? We're going to destroy that audio IC under it. Let's try not to, though. So I'm going to lower the temperature of my hot air station to something that's not going to melt solder, but that's going to warm it up. So this is not going to melt solder. It's just going to warm that up a little bit. I need a good burrito. I'm losing my mind. I'm letting a current sense resistor drive me nuts. But do you guys understand why it is I went for this, even though it looked good? Do you understand why this was the circuit that I decided to spend my time on? Think of the user description. This is something that happens all too much in the forum that people are ignoring. They're ignoring the history of the device. This is detective work. This is sleuthing. This is... You're a detective. You're going to look at this board. You're like McNulty or Lenny Briscoe or one of those people. What was the story? What happened? This is not electronics repair. This is not engineering. This is not physics. This is not chemistry. This is not calculus. This is detective work. I got a 70 in almost all my classes in high school, and I had a cheat to get out of chemistry with a 55 or a 58 on my Regents, and I can still do this. Why? Detective work. You got to see the whole picture. I plugged in the battery. I plugged in a new battery, and when I plugged in my new battery, which they probably got off of Amazon because they're a cheapskate, and I could tell that they're a cheapskate because instead of buying a new cover, they taped the damn they taped their rubber pads to the lid, on a machine where you can buy this bottom cover for $20 on eBay with good pads. Why would you do that unless you're cheap? So they most likely got some cheap-ass Amazon battery for 10 or 20 bucks, unlike those amazing batteries that you can get on store.rossmangroup.com. Don't delay. They won't fry your current sensing circuitry today. Maybe tomorrow, but not today. No, I'm kidding. They're good batteries. But my point is, cheap battery plugged in. So then that brings me to the battery charging circuit. And this is something that you're probably not going to find if you're just looking for what looks bad, because nothing here looks bad. There's nothing wrong with this section of the board from a purely visual standpoint. So I go over to here, and I check the current sensing. Now I check the current sensing on the charger, and it works. I honestly kind of knew that worked before I even measured it, because that's not what was wrong. The battery current sensing circuit, that's the one that's going to have the blown resistor. And there you go. It's a mystery case. It's a mystery case. And I solved the mystery. Now, do I get a burrito that tastes good because I solved the mystery? No! It's not fair! I want my burrito. Okay. But anyway, let's remove this and try to do that without removing my audio IC. But I'm probably going to remove the audio IC. I'm going to curse when I remove that audio IC. Yep, that audio IC is coming straight up off the board. You mother... Breathe, Lewis, breathe. Gotta practice my Lamaze breathing. I want to have kids someday, so I should practice my Lamaze breathing. How your kids can drive you nuts. Alright, so. You fucking piece of shit. Alright, so. Man, I really get cranky when I don't have a quality burrito. I'm noticing it. I'm noticing it. It gets to me. I'm gonna have to start packing my own burritos and bringing them to work. So first thing to do, that done there. Let's confirm that that was the resistor that's at fault and it's not the pathways in the board. $36 ohms. That's supposed to be 0 ohms, so that's the problem. So we replace it. It's weird because like that burrito genuinely ruined my day. I feel crappier after eating that burrito than I did after watching AGRX drop from $2.50 to 60 cents. That actually aggravated me less than that damn burrito. That was terrible, terrible food. My burrito is kind of like the high point of my day. And when it's unfairly taken away, unjustly taken away from me, it's not a good thing. This board is a cracked audio IC. Let's find a better one. This board has no audio IC. This board has no audio IC. This board has no audio IC. Okay, so I can see at this point that I'm not the only one that does that. I feel slightly better about my idiocy now. This board has an audio IC. Something tells me I'm not the first person to make this mistake. I'm glad I don't work in the food industry, seriously. Because I understand that when people's stuff doesn't work, they're aggravated, but people are 10 times more aggravated when they don't when they're hungry. Zoom. Did I just do what I think I just did? I did, didn't I? I just cracked that audio IC. I need a burrito. Okay, this is probably going to be the last stream. I need to leave here and get myself a quality burrito. I need a safe space. Okay, here we go. Next. Okay. Okay, got myself an audio IC. At least I know the orientation of it. Okay, let me get a second pair of tweezers. Knock that junk off. Pin 1 is going to be in the upper left, so that little dot up there is going to be the orientation of it. Are you missing a pad, little chip? Looks like you're missing a pad. And it looks like I cracked you. Alright, let's get another one. Alright, this is the audio IC that's gonna last. This is gonna try number 5. That's a cracked audio IC. Damn. Missing. Cracked. Missing. Cracked. Not cracked. Woo! Not cracked. Hello. I'll take you, little audio IC that's not cracked. Okay. Does the customer really need audio? I think so. Someone says apparently today is not a good day to be an audio IC. Sure isn't. Come on, come out of your little box of crap. If your store and favorite burrito place were on fire, but the fireman could only save one, what would you save? My favorite burrito place is my girlfriend's, and she makes some amazing burritos. But my store. So girlfriend's apartment or my store? Girlfriend's apartment or my store? On one hand, I love my girlfriend. On the other hand, I could always find a new girlfriend, but finding another store that's 700 square feet for less than $5,000 in a prime Midtown Manhattan location? Oh, man. You're asking me to... Please don't make me choose. Do I have to choose? Do I have to pick? Okay, I think I got the underfill off of this donor nicely. Came off. What? I was so close! You flew into the air filter. God damn. Oh man, that one was like 99% the way there. Ree! What the motherfucker? Oh. Oh. You fucking piece of shit. That one's cracked. Grr! Oh, I should just go home and get food and come back. That would be so... That would be so lame. I feel like that's admitting defeat. Another one that's cracked. I'm getting owned by this. Getting owned by this little piece of shit. Let's see this. That one's also cracked. Alright, I think this is the last one. Okay. You see that? Look, the chip is moving inside of it. Look at this. Look at this. Are you even soldered to the board? Oh, seriously. You can see the chip moving inside of here as I poke it. This is not even soldered. What is this shit? Look at that. What is that bullshit? Look, poke, it moves. Poke, it moves. So now that I know it's not even soldered, so I feel guilty because I think I'm ripping pads off, but those pads are probably fine. One way to know for sure. Alright, so that's a pad. That's a pad, and that's a pad. As disgusting as it is, I could actually burn away the rest of this underfill with my iron. I really want to ruin this tip just on this crap. Suppose I will. Alright. If that ends this, I'll do it. Break free of your underfilled cluster. Break free, little audio chip. Uh-oh. Don't use... IPA tip. Okay. Do you mean isopropyl alcohol tip? I'm afraid to grab this thing because it's so damn delicate, I'll probably crack it. Alright, so that's when it's in place. So that little pile of crap chip is in place. Now I'd like to just make sure it's pressed evenly onto the board. If I were smart, I'd leave well enough alone, but... Okay. Okay, you're good. And next comes up the resistor. Alright, let's paint happy little solder pads with some nice silver solder. That's my warranty sticker. Do you want a turntable? No. I despise vinyl. Especially for classical piano. You can hear this weird, distorted noise added on to everything. Even with a really good turntable, it's just the inherent limitation of the medium. Okay. That's not the T30-KN, not KU, but very close. Stalwart. Okay. Time for me to put back my 15 boards here that I tried to take an audio IC from. Paul ever makes that mistake and wants to know why we don't have any. Oh, that's funny. While we're doing that, I'll wait for it to cool off, and then we'll see if this worked. And I hope it did. I really hope that it did. With any luck, this is going to be a beautiful board. Beautiful board made amazing again. Clean up everything on my desk. Oh, thank you, mighty silent saint. I appreciate that. If you ever do have to go see a therapist, there's no shame in it. By all means, I see a therapist. Helps me out. Okay, so let's see. Power on. Give me a chime. Dong! Yes. That's what I want to see. An apple and a nice long dong. You always want a nice long dong. Is there anybody in this chat that doesn't want my nice long dong? Okay, so now we're going to plug the original battery in and see if it charges it. Am I asking too much there? Ooh, look at that. Orange light. Can you see that? Is it too light here? Probably have to lower the ISO on the camera for you to see that. Yeah, can you see the orange light? I lowered the ISO a bunch. Let's lower it a little more. There you go. See that? That means we're charging. So that is it. And we fixed our problem, which is pretty cool. I like having a successful repair. And since I heard the dong, I know my audio probably works. Let's see, let me just see what that audio IC was for. Q9425. That's actually not for audio. I was being a dumbass. That is actually for Thunderbolt. Yep, I'm dumb. That was not for audio. That was Thunderbolt. I had it mixed up. My bad. Sorry about that. So, I'm sure that works just fine. So, that's about it for that board. And awesome. Let's move on to the next one. I have a happy little board. 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 A happy, 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 happy little board. Show us your Pepe Bus G3 Hot. I don't just show my Pepe Bus to anybody. I only show my Pepe Bus to special people. There are only a select few that have the privilege of seeing my Pepe Bus. Okay, maybe not. Maybe, yeah, there's only certain people that I will show my Pepe bus to. People. Some people just make it too easy to troll them. Alright, let's see what the battery percentage is looking like on this machine. Oh, they have flux installed, so it looks like P. Alright. Why do you make it so easy to troll you? Why? Why do you make it so easy to troll you? Why do you... Okay. There's only one person that gets to see my Pepe bus or my G3 Hot. I don't let anybody ride my Pepe bus. Okay, what's next? The next machine is, it looks like a 2011 GPU. I don't want to do a GPU. A GPU is going to make me sad. Why would somebody send me a GPU anyway at this point in time? You'd think people would know better. Well, let's see what else is in the news section. My new pile is so ridiculously up to the wall. Let's see. There's a Razer laptop. Fuck that. We don't fit Razers. Ooh. Another 2011. Wow, a 2008 A1212 MacBook Pro. Somebody sent an A1212 A1212 model MacBook Pro for GPU replacement. I'll be. That is incredibly surprising. I can't believe somebody actually sent that old PS. Damn. Much surprised. That is crazy. I am not fixing that. Let's see. A1398 liquid damage. All right, this may be a little bit of fun. This could be a little bit of fun. I'll mess with this a little bit. I'll check this out. So, let's keep this stream PP Bus G13, no parental advisory. Oh, a 2008. Well, yeah, somebody sent me a 2008 MacBook. Like, what the hell, man? I'm not fixing that. It's not happening. Somebody messaged me about an A1181 today, Tim. Tim, were you even born when that came out? As promised, when you hit 1 million subscribers, your Pepe bus will be enjoyed as much as a village bicycle. I never promised that. Where are you going to find that? I never said no such thing. I definitely said no such thing. No way. All right. Let's get started on the next machine. This is an A1398 with liquid damage. Let's open it up and see what we find inside. Let me also find my magnets, since I used to have my magnets available right in front of me. Now they're not available right in front of me. Who stole my magnets? I stole my magnets. I was playing with them and I forgot to put them back. Whoops. All right. My computer is older than the Mac you just said was too old. What kind of computer do you have, Doragoon01? What laptop has the lowest failure rate in your opinion and experience? High-end Lenovo ThinkPads, the T, the W, and the X series. Excluding the W541 and the W540. And the P series. Can't forget the P series. That computer is a hard-to-kill machine. That's a spicy meatball. That machine is a spicy meatball. Okay, let's see what's wrong with this. This looks like the 2015-16 model machine. This is an 820-00426 board. But what can we do with it? So I plug it in, and I get no power. 0 amps are being used by this machine. I have an i7 4700 MQ in my T440p, and it doesn't even come close to throttling 70C under max stress test. Good job, Lenovo, on that heatsink. Wait, how do you have a quad core? I didn't think that the T440 could come with a quad core because they have the miniature heatsink. That's interesting. I didn't think that that was even possible. I had a T440, and I remember opening it, and it had the sissiest of heatsinks. Mint is a fine Linux distro for beginners, for the person who asked. Dun, dun, dun. Da, 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 da. Now it works. I fixed it. No, something in the machine was keeping it from turning on. Either the I/O board or the keyboard. Either way, that's it. So that's as money as I'm willing to go into today. That's it. And as always, I hope you learned something. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm gonna go get myself a high quality burrito because that last thing I ate it so ruined my mood. I'm gonna be getting myself a quality burrito, and I'll see you all in the next one.